For today's meditation, we will explore the felt effects of abiding in awareness, thoughtless awareness. You may join Tuna the dog and me in some sitting and stretching, or you may continue to do what you're doing with some attention resting in the listening and in your breath. So, what are some of the felt effects of being aware that I'm aware each moment instead of losing your awareness in thoughts all the time? When in each moment you're simply aware that you are the awareness behind or underneath all of your experience. The conceptual structures in your mind and emotional space collapse, like your name, your story, your problems, and your worries. How will I respond if I do not remember that my name is Tuna the doggo? You know your name is Tuna so that when someone calls, you respond. Apart from that, your mind is not constantly keeping alive and reminding itself of your name or your tail. As you, abiding in awareness, become awareness. And what are some clear effects that you sense when abiding in awareness like this? Our body feels like a field of energy. When we let our attention rest in the body, it does not feel so solid anymore. It feels light, as if it had no mass, like a feather or a butterfly. The experience of our breath is subtle, beautiful. There is an unexplainable joy in the simple awareness of the breath. Being in tune with our breath becomes more enjoyable than any doing, any conversation, or anything that goes on in our life. And in the direct experience of the breath, there are no inhales and no exhales anymore. There's no such demarcation anymore. As the inhale seamlessly flows into the exhales, and the exhales give rise to the inhales effortlessly. And because the mind that calls them inhales and exhales is not really active right now, we are more acutely aware of everything happening in the moment, and yet not really bothered by the outcome of anything that's happening. Or how things are going to work out. Because abiding in your being like this is the direct experience of bliss. Not a conceptual or bookish understanding of it. The way we relate to our bodies most of the time dissolves as we feel it to simply be a field of energy. Not something that we need to change, not something that we need to constantly work on to give it a new shape, to modify it, to make it thinner or more strong. Being with a bee on a flower feels magical, like you're in a state of perpetual awe with everything around you. Your perception becomes multi-dimensional. Me, the ego, is no longer present in your experience, and with it, all of its problems dissolve. They were never yours to begin with. And so, slowly, as we continue to abide in unconditioned awareness, thoughtless awareness, you begin to feel somewhere within or without, there's no demarcation anymore, the same energy in you, the same essence in you, as in the trees, the flowers, and even other humans. As awareness, you relate to everything very, very differently. You perceive everything very differently. The constant stream of judgments, little labels, comments here and there that arise in the mind don't arise anymore. With me, the ego gone, a subtle intelligence is at work. Call it universal. As if you see the wisdom unfolding in every situation in your life. Nothing ever goes wrong, and nor do things go right either. They simply are as they are. And you're quite fulfilled, not because of how the things are, but there is a fulfillment, joy, quite unrelated and independent of how things are. As the entity that says things ought to be a certain way or this should not have happened is gone. And there is a deep fulfillment within you, but not because of how things are, not because of any success, achievement, or because I was able to evade failure, but a fulfillment for absolutely no reason at all.